Hello. How's it going, everybody? Nate here from WASD20, here for a little live mini painting stream with my buddy Jason from RealmSmith. How you doing, Jason? I'm doing well. I'm excited to get down to it here. It's been a long time coming that we've been talking about getting together and painting some minis together. So glad it could finally work out. This is a new setup for me. So you guys in the you viewers, let me know please if the volume levels need any adjustment. If Jason is too quiet or if I'm too quiet, let me know. My chat for some reason is not showing up here, so I'm gonna try to oh, this is the top chat. What's that? What did I do? I'm breaking things. We'll get down to the mini painting in a minute here, but I do want to get the get my comments figured out, my chat figured out first. So if I go to, oh, can't hear Jason. Okay, Jason is negative loud. Someone says, okay. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry, Jason. I promise you guys, he's saying really cool, funny stuff. So let's see if I can figure this out here. Okay, so I've got desktop audio. Oh man, settings, audio. This is no good. Desktop audio device will be. Okay, try saying something now, Jason.
Oh, we'll try this.
I think it should be working now. I see the green bar moving. Yep. So we'll see what the army out there has to say about that. Hi Hans, hi Alec. Good to see you guys.
Am I coming through now?
Ashak. How's Jason sounding? Let us know, guys.
All right. Nice.
Okay, cool.
Cheers.
So, yeah, thank you, Jason, for being here. And I'm sorry I muted you.
It's probably better that
yeah,
way.
Actually, no. All right, down to the miniatures. Here we go. So, Jason, we're painting some bandits tonight. These are WizKids Bandits. I'm going to adjust my camera here. So we can focus a little better. There we go. Okay. So these WizKids Bandits. We're both painting the same miniature. Jason seems to have some idea of what color he's doing, and my plan, as I told him right before we went live, is to not do whatever color he's doing, so we can have a little variety for you guys tonight. But let me also adjust my exposure a little bit here. I think that's going to be needed.
Which one are you starting with, Nate?
I don't know.
Do we do rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
I want this dude because he's cooler.
Okay. Well, you do that guy then. Okay,
well, I thought we were going to rock, paper, scissors it.
Oh, you know what? No, that works out really well because then I don't have to paint a face tonight.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you know what? I forgot my mini holder.
Oh, if you need to go get that, no worries.
Oh, I got to go all the way in the house.
Oh.
That's a pain in the butt.
Well, it's up to you. I don't mind if I can hold it down here and keep the rioters at bay if you need to.
We'll take a bio break later, and I'll grab.
Okay.
I'll grab it.
Okay, there we go. I got my exposure down. I think we're looking a little better here. So, Jason, are you using an iPhone right now for your?
I am.
Yeah,
it's an iPhone 7.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm using a webcam, and as people always hear me griping about, it's not great for getting colors and white miniatures, especially. Once I start getting paint on them, then it usually ends up working out okay. But for some reason the white just gets so washed out.
Yeah, yeah. It looks pretty good to me, though, man.
Okay.
So it's not too bad.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to try to keep the chat up here.
Doing the same.
All right. Lots of beautiful people out there. Thank you guys for joining us. How do I paint miniatures without making them look terrible? Well, I'll tell you, Jason has some great videos on it. I've got a couple, but Jason has more. So go check out RealmSmith.
Thanks. Yeah.
And you know what? I can't remember if I put your channel link in the description. Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Cool. So yeah, go click on that link in the description. I'm a huge fan of a lot of miniature painting channels. Even when I'm not painting miniatures very actively, I just am a sucker. Like for example, Dr. Faust, every time he posts a video, I'm like, drop whatever I'm doing, pull the car over.
He's badass.
Yeah, he's good. Who are some of your favorite other painters out there, Jason?
Oh man, I was asked this question when I was on Nerdarchy, and I couldn't for the life of me remember any names. And now, for the life of me, I can't remember any more names. It's funny, right? Because when you're doing it, yeah. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna get back to you.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, no, Dr. Faust is pretty. He's awesome.
Yeah,
he really is.
All right, so I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna do some bright colors here. I might do like orange and brown scheme.
Ooh.
Dark.
Your bandit.
Dark orange.
Your bandit's
flamboyant.
Cocky. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you want to see me?
Right. Exactly.
Bring it. It's like Storm Shadow.
Right.
He's like, I'm gonna wear white because I'm a badass.
That's it.
I'm gonna start with the leather here. I'm using Vallejo dark flesh tone. Just got a boatload of Vallejo stuff, so.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually just got, I bought a pack, and I realized after I did it, like, maybe that wasn't too smart because there's a couple duplicates colors I already had, and at that point, like, it no longer makes the bundle worth it, you know?
No, true.
But, oh well. I got a lot of colors, and I didn't have to, like, think about which colors to buy. I was just like, nah, I'll take this pack of 16 or whatever.
Yep.
I am using a little Maron beige for my, it's a model color for my flesh base.
Nice.
And I'm looking at the box here. It is really helpful that they have these. I really like that WizKids does this because it enables you to see some of the detail that like, oh, his arm on this guy is flesh. And it wouldn't matter if I painted it like something else. It would be fine, but at least it gives me that option. Like, oh yeah, I can paint that a flesh color, and that could look good.
Yeah, totally.
He's wearing short sleeves. Cool. So Jason, tell us a little bit about your channel. How would you describe RealmSmith, your media empire?
Not quite yet.
That's what I like to call mine.
Yeah, for sure. We like to, the way that we kind of try and differentiate ourselves, I guess, from other channels out there is we try to give like a full service. That sounds suspect. Full circle kind of hobby experience.
Yes.
And so we want to show people how to make stuff. And then we also want to show people how we use them in our games to kind of inspire them to do the same. Mm-hmm. And so from the hobby table to the game table sort of experience.
Yeah.
Whether it be painting minis, whether it be building terrain, whatever the case may be, that's kind of the elevator pitch, I guess, as it were.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, I mean, I kind of view my channel as a bit of the same, like just, hey, does it have to do with RPGs? Then I'll probably be willing to do it.
Yeah, totally.
You know, it's definitely gone in some directions I didn't expect. As you probably noticed, like certain things just take off and you're like, well, maybe I'll keep doing that.
Yep.
And other things don't. And you're like, well, maybe I'll just stop.
I have to say, man, for everybody that's out there, when we started out a year ago, I obviously reached out to a bunch of different channels out there to kind of get some feedback and how to start this whole thing up and how to go. And and Nate was like the first guy and one of the only guys that got back to me and sent me like, I remember you sent me Facebook like audio messages.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, man, and even then, you know, you've been kind of one of our #1 fans all through, dude. So I just, you know, in front of everybody, I just want to thank you, man, for really helping channels like myself grow, and looking out for the little guy, you know, or the new guy at least, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just wanted to thank you for that.
Well, yeah, my pleasure, man. I'm all about seeing more people doing what we do, and at high quality especially. And I could tell from the beginning that, like, oh yeah, this is high quality stuff, man.
Thanks, man. I'm totally going off camera here.
The first of many many collaborations, I'm sure.
I love it for sure, dude. I'm just going through and painting all the kind of like the base leather, darker leather parts.
Yep.
I'm actually finding that, and it was the same with the GW paints when I use those. If I water down my paints just enough, it's becoming more of a wash, and over this gray primer, I'm getting like natural kind of shadows happening.
Yes,
and so
I totally had that. Solid. Yeah, I'll show you my these goblins I started doing a couple months ago, and it's kind of the same thing. Like I just kind of, I think it's only, I did more than one shade, but I remember like, yeah, first coat, it was kind of like, oh, the dark green is kind of sinking into the recesses, and the other parts are staying thinner, and it creates natural highlights, and it's almost like you could really get away with one coat on some of these.
Yeah, totally.
And just let the natural highlights stay. Yeah. So I think I got all his skin, which is very limited. Basically his elbows and his face.
Got a question about the tacky stuff that you use to hold your mint to the medicine bottle.
Yeah. Thank you for drawing my attention. I've been not paying attention to the chat.
No worries.
So I just use blue tack, poster putty. Blue tack is where it's at. I bought it on Amazon because I couldn't find it in my office supply store. It's just got a, yeah. I found that, you know, as a teacher, I have posters up in my room, and this was the only stuff that would work on the walls we have, like the very high gloss cinder block walls.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you normally have your fancy Citadel thing, which maybe you'll show us later. But yeah, where did you get that thing? Just at the local game shop or online?
Yeah, just local game shop. It was like $10 Canadian. It was like, you can't beat that.
That's what I'm finding. Like, it's so worth buying some of those things. Like, I got a wet palette here, and for a long time I was doing my own homemade wet palette, which was fine. But this was like $11 on Amazon.
Yeah, dude.
And it's just a little bit better than my homemade one. So at that point, it's way worth it.
And it's adjustable. The only thing I do find is that you don't get with the GW one, it grows and shrinks, so you can fit like medium to large size characters. But as soon as you get into anything bigger than that, it's really difficult to stick in there. Obviously, it's meant for like Warhammer stuff, which is all, you know, you're painting large armies, you know. Basically an army at a time, so it's a little different, but
yep, that makes sense. All right, so I've got some what is this? It is just clear orange, it's called, and I'm going to add a little we'll do some flat brown with that.
I'm going to jump in with some Cayman green here. I'm trying to stick to the game color. I'm just trying to utilize kind of their whole game line, and so far I've been pretty happy. But sometimes I dip into the model colors for. I find they have more of the same sort of tone.
Yes.
More slight variations.
And game color gets like really bright sometimes, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're looking for the subtleties, the model color kind of has more of that.
I do find too that I'm pretty impressed with their washes. I wasn't sure how they'd stack up against GW washes. And I used to swear by those, but they're great. They really are. So
tell me which ones you have, because I have one that I don't like.
Which one?
I've got the it's game color wash, sepia shade.
Oh, really, eh?
And what I've found is, maybe I'm using it wrong, but it tends to leave some white marks in my what do you call it?
Just in the recesses?
Yeah, just in the recesses. Yeah.
I do find actually that almost, well, even the GW stuff does that once in a while.
Okay.
Make sure that you shake it first before you use it.
Okay.
You may be getting some sediment.
Yeah, that's true.
That also said, because if it's not mixed, right, you're going to get the pigment is going to be mixing with the. So just shake it first. I think that might help. But also, if you put it on really thick, I find that happens too.
Okay.
Or you could
like
have a bad
naturally...
bottle. Who knows?
What's that?
Or you could have a bad bottle too. Who knows?
Yeah, it is naturally thicker than the Citadel stuff.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
So yeah, maybe I just need to wash it down more, or yeah, shaking it. I've been meaning to get some glass beads, and I've heard that trick, or BBs or something like that, that you can just stick in the bottles. Just take a little needle and those pliers, pull that top off. Because I've got a couple, especially some of my metallics. I find like, no, it's not even the metallics. I think it's just random which ones will do it. But yeah, I'm like not getting the stuff at the bottom. I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm having a little trouble distinguishing between what's what here. You know, I think I might go with orange. Yeah, I think I'm messing up a little bit on one of the transitions between fabrics here is not as clear as I would like it.
What part?
So he's got this little like tasseled hood.
Yeah, I see it.
It hangs over his shoulders.
Yeah.
And I accidentally painted his sleeve here, thinking that it was part of the same thing, because that transition is not clear on that sleeve. But over here, I'm noticing, oh yeah. So
I mean, I do notice that with the WizKids minis is that the sometimes the details get a little muddled or mashed.
Yep. But I do find them better than Bones for the most part for detail.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Reaper Bones definitely has more of an issue with that.
I agree, 100%.
Though I've heard that the more recent line is better on Bones. Like the Bones 4 Kickstarter or whatever is the more recent one. It's similar to this. Maybe they're actually taking a lesson from WizKids coming onto the market.
Yeah, they probably
because I heard that they are a harder plastic. Bones is really soft.
Yeah.
On a lot of them anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did notice, oh yeah, some of their more recent ones are actually a little bit harder. I'm going to look in the chat a little bit.
Sure. While you do that, I do find though that the Bones, I was pretty skeptical. I've only done like maybe 5 Bones minis. And I was a little skeptical when they said that you could paint and not prime first. And man, am I ever impressed, dude. Yeah. The paint goes on so well.
It does.
And it adheres and stays. I find that on the WizKids stuff that it doesn't actually. That paint does rub off fairly easily once it's on there if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Bone stuff's great that way.
Yeah. All right, I see people yelling at me here. So that's good. I'm glad people are participatory. Sorry, guys. New tips for D&D club at school. Yeah, man. I don't know. Just do it, and I don't know if I have any specific tips. Talk to teachers that you feel would be friendly toward that thing. I don't know if you're a teacher or a student, but even if you are a teacher, maybe try to talking to some other teachers, because I know, speaking personally with our D&D club at school, there's sometimes when one teacher can't make it, and then like you're supposed to have adult supervision if you're after school or whatever. So it's nice to have more involvement is always good. And other than that, just I don't know, play it cool, enjoy, make sure people are being nice to each other, be a leader if you are a leader, and lead people in a positive direction with that. Because sometimes it can, with people who haven't played before and teenagers. I love teenagers, don't get me wrong. I work with them every day. But
I have one of my own.
There you go. So, yeah. But no, that's good for you for trying to get that going. Let me see what else people are saying here.
I want to shout out Brandon Perkins, who's on the chat there. He plays Vor on our live stream.
Nice.
Actually, we're doing a live stream tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, on our channel. We have a blast. But just wanted to say hi to Brandon. Thanks for joining us, dude.
Yeah, cool. Hey, Brandon. All right. Yeah, sorry if I missed some questions, guys. I will be missing questions tonight. So because I'm painting and talking to Jason, but I will be checking in on the chat here and there and answer some questions at least. Critical Masterpiece says, "We're here for you, Nate, even if we are yelling." Nope, I like the yelling. I like the "Hey, Nate." Yeah.
Also want to say hi to I noticed Roll for Damage is on here.
Yeah.
He's tuned in a bunch of times. And Vanessa, of course, from the Crafting Muse.
Nice.
Awesome work. And John.
Yeah, and we got Jeremy
Sticks
from Black Magic Craft as well. What's up, Jeremy?
What's up, Jeremy?
BMC
fellow Canuck, never mind. Canadians in the house, what?
That's right. So Jason, how did you get started with this hobby? Was it D&D first, or were you a Warhammer guy? Or
yeah, so I played D&D back in like junior high, for years and years, and then I played like, I don't know if you remember Top Secret.
I don't.
It was like a James Bond, but done by TSR. I'm assuming I'm quite a bit older than you are, so maybe I'm dating myself, aging myself.
That's all right.
But yeah,
people. I'm just kidding.
Go ahead. You like what?
I said I like old people. I'm just kidding.
I thought you said older men.
Well, that too.
But we played D&D for a long time, and then I kind of stepped away from D&D for a bit and really got into Warhammer hardcore. But before I got into Warhammer, I actually got into the Lord of the Rings miniature line from GW, and I rarely played the actual game, but I just I just love painting the minis because I was really into the Lord of the Rings films.
Yeah. And
then that was kind of the beginning for me. And then I got heavy into Warhammer 40K, continued to paint through that. And obviously that, man, it's just volume.
Yeah.
It's Space Marine after Space Marine. And so you really kind of work out your painting chops. And then it was probably about 2 years ago, I got back into D&D pretty hardcore. I had a home group, and the rest is kind of history. There's also a lot of like terrain crafting that happens in Warhammer as well in that world. And so that's where kind of I started that passion.
Yeah, very cool. A-Shack Games, see ya, have a good night. Very cool. Yeah, I've never dabbled in Warhammer, but I can definitely see the draw. Like it seems like pretty cool thing.
It's pretty awesome.
Good friend, James over at Tabletop Terrors, who I did a mini painting stream with probably back in August, and because he was just getting into Warhammer, and so I did some painting with him while he was starting that up, and he sends me pictures, and I just love seeing what he's doing with those.
Wylock does a lot of he does a lot of 40K stuff. I think he collects Necrons, I think, which is one of they're kind of like a Terminators, like silver, kind of robotic sort of things.
Gotcha.
It's a great hobby, but it is costly.
Yeah.
You think D&D is costly?
Oh, no, I don't. It can't. D&D can be, but D&D can be so cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. Yeah,
like
totally.
You can buy a player's handbook and go, and just like, and go for years.
Yep.
Most people don't.
So true.
But yeah.
So true. It is scalable that way.
Yeah.
Warhammer not so much.
Right. Yeah, Warhammer has a huge initial investment, and and if you want to keep up with the latest sets, or armies, then it's Yeah,
and for that hobby, obviously painting is for Warhammer, or even Age of Sigmar, which is kind of their fantasy line.
Yep.
Painting is inherent part of the hobby. Whereas D&D, obviously, you can get pre-painted minis if you use minis or you do Theater of the Mind. It doesn't even matter. But
Yep.
But you gotta love to paint.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'm really struggling with this the hood transition here.
Yeah.
It's not treating me too well. I think I maybe need a finer brush too. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Switch over to my Army Painter highlight brush.
I think my son's on the stream somewhere.
Nice.
He may be too shy to say anything, but I gotta shout him out, or he'll won't be happy. So, what's up, buddy? Love you.
Awesome. Yeah, I've done a stream with Jake before where his son was hanging out. Jake from Mini Terrain Domain.
Oh yeah.
And now his son messages me about maps sometimes, and I love it. I'm like, yeah, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. I'm getting there. I am a very slow painter. And, part of that's just because I don't have the experience. Like, I'll just be completely upfront. Number of miniatures I have ever painted, I'm going to go with 30, 35, 40. I don't know. Ever. So,
like I said, I'm from the Warhammer world, so you don't even want to ask.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Especially if we start talking dollar figures, then we really don't want to talk about. Let's just not go there.
I just started it to twitch. You can't see it, but when you said that.
Hey, David Morin, thank you, man. One Canuck buck.
And David Morin plays Balabar in our live stream.
Oh, cool. Well, thanks for bringing in the Canadian dollars for me, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Talon DeValkin says he was in my D&D class. What? Well, hi, Talon. I don't know who you are, but you can out yourself if you want to, but I'm gonna do some investigating. James says, I'm new to D&D, and where can I get some minis at? I mean, go to your local game shop, I would say, and check there, local hobby shops. We got like a game shop, and then we also have like a hobby shop that's more into like trains and model cars and planes and all that stuff, but they also have RPG stuff. And so I usually shop at that place, the place with all the trains and models and whatnot. But other than that, Miniature Market, we were just talking about that before the stream started, me and Jason. It's a cool place.
Yeah.
Amazon can be decent. Yeah, what do you think, Jason?
Yeah, local game shop is great. Miniature Market is a great place to get exactly what you need, and fairly quickly too. It was pretty good last time I ordered.
Yep.
I do find actually that for D&D stuff, obviously it's a bit more pricey, but GW does have some pretty cool fantasy figures, and if you want like a whole horde of zombies or skeletons, they have some pretty awesome figures.
Yeah. Yep, they're not cheap, but they are definitely a higher, like a step up in quality.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I've never bought a single one. I just can't bring myself to spend that kind of money when I can get one for $3. But I have friends who get them, and I'm like, man, yep, this is a nicer mold.
Yeah. I also have to shout out Joel, who's joined us. He plays Manon on our live stream. We have like our whole group here.
And Brandon Perkins throwing a Canuck buck my way too.
Look at my boys just throwing loot around.
I'm gonna have Jason on every time. You want to come to the next mappening too? Oh man.
Done. Love maps, actually, dude. That would be actually a fun little thing to do.
Yeah.
We should totally do something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. All right. Let me see yours here. I haven't seen yours in a while. Oh, yeah, you're so much faster than me. That's looking great. Hey, and look, we've got kind of, our colors are not too far off.
Right?
We got the brown and orange going. Yours is more brown, but...
we're like coordinating.
Yeah, we are. I'll send you mine. You send me your. Oh wait, no, I don't know what I'm saying. How can we work this out? Yeah, I am so slow. Like when I first started, I would spend like 6 hours on one. I've gotten a little better. I would say I'm more like a 3 hours on one now, but still. And a lot of that is just like because I'm sloppy and just going back and like I got to touch that up, and then I get some on that, and I got to go back and touch that up, and
yeah,
anyway,
man.
I'm trying to get better at just like saying nope, good enough.
It's hard
because I have a busy life and I need to go for good enough.
Yeah, and what I try to remind people in our tutorials is that these minis will most often be seen at this distance, you know? And so when they're on your tabletop, as long as they're tabletop ready, unless you're in competitions, man, just get in, get out.
Yep, absolutely. That's kind of what I came to the realization of is like, yeah, it was cool for a while, like taking pictures of my minis and trying to put them on like the mini painting subreddit, our mini painting. I love that place. And like having people go, ooh, nice. But like at the end of the day, like I'm just looking for something I can stick on my table.
Yeah.
And I've got so many unpainted minis because I backed the Bones 3 Kickstarter, I think it was. And I've painted like 2 of those 120.
Yeah.
And then the WizKids one came out, and I got a bunch of those because I was like, these are the new hotness. I gotta get some of these. So yeah, I'm just.
Oh man.
There's no hope.
Yeah, I've got
unless I go for good
boxes
enough.
Of minis.
You got a lot of unpainted ones too.
Oh, dude, boxes and boxes.
Yep.
It's a sickness, really.
Right, and we go to the store, and we still end up picking 1 or 2 up. What is wrong with us?
Well, you know what it is? I think it's just. I think that's why I'm, I guess, kind of trying to make this hobby sort of my gig.
Yeah.
Is to just justify the amount of money that I've spent on the hobby.
Absolutely. These miniatures are tax deductible.
That's right.
Actually, they're not for me yet. I actually talked to my tax guy. He was like, yeah, you might want to look at starting to, make this a business. It's not for me officially a business yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I treat it that way as a side business, sort of a side job for me. But on paper, it is not yet an LLC.
We are actually very recently. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get caught up on some chat messages here.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you to Brandon and David again for the tips. Let's see. Well, thank you, Fat Unicorn XL. I like your name.
That's great.
Patrick Benjamin. I can't remember if I said hello, but hi, dude. Good to see you. David Martin says I can't remember if you read this. Sorry if you already did, but he's hoping he won't be TPK'd tomorrow.
Oh, it'll happen.
Okay, good.
No, that's why I told me I had to tip $1 or he might be.
Oh, okay.
That's not true.
Let's see. The next mappening, Jordan Hitch is asking. I'm not sure. I'm going to GaryCon in 2 weeks, and it'll be after that most likely. I thought about, actually, I shouldn't say that. It's totally possible that one will just pop up at random sometime soon. So make sure you have your little notifications on for the live events for me.
Dude, GaryCon's in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I'm going to Gamma Trade Show in Reno in March. I totally should have done GaryCon. What was I thinking?
You should plan on it next year, and we can meet up.
Oh, totally.
If my wife lets me again. I actually might be cashing in my chips for Gen Con next year. Not this year.
Where is GaryCon again?
So GaryCon is in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
So Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, birthplace of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, obviously named after Gary Gygax.
Yep.
run by his son Luke, right?
It is, yeah.
Right on.
Yep, I was pretty surprised when I had a question. I was actually griping and complaining quite a bit about not being able to run a game because I missed the deadline.
Yeah.
Which is totally my fault. It was stupid, but I was still like, please, some way, is there any way I can run a game? Blah, blah, blah. And then the guy signs the message, Luke Gygax, and I'm like, oh, hello. Now I feel dumb.
It's great. It's like the other day when I posted, what was it? It was a photo of, on Twitter, it was the Umber Hulk?
Yeah.
I can't, it was something like that. Anyway, something from the Forgotten Realms. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was the Yanni Portal Infinity Mirror build that we did, the train build.
Oh, nice.
And of course, it got liked by, oh my gosh, it totally just blanked. I just set it up and I hang on. Ed Greenwood. Sorry, it was Ed Greenwood.
Oh man.
And I was like, dude, come on.
That's awesome.
It doesn't get any more.
Yep. Mr. Forgotten Realms.
All right.
Yep, that's cool. It's fun to have those brushes with history. I'm really looking forward to meeting Luke Gygax and try to chat with him a minute and what's his name? He's a colonel. He's the guy who created is sometimes credited as the creator of the role-playing game, and I'm drawing a blank.
Oh geez.
Anyway, Braunstein was the thing. Oh man. I can't believe it.
Anybody?
Anyway, I'm definitely going to be stalking him a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's running a couple things there. See, I just keep going back and forth between my green and orange. I'm doing that thing, like I said, where I got a little there. I got a little there. Oh, now I got a little there. Oh.
Great.
Being stupid here. You're going to be done with your miniature. I'm going to be done with, my base coat, maybe.
That's funny.
Are you doing highlights yet? I haven't looked at yours.
Nope. No, almost done base coating.
Okay. Not even close.
Almost done. I got a little bit left here. Do you have a bunch of interviews set up for Gary Con or?
Nothing formal. No, I'm just trying to soak up the experience, and I am bringing the camera and mic and stuff in case anything works out. But yeah.
Yeah.
I would love it if I could track down Satine Phoenix. She's going to be there, but I don't know if that'll happen. I should probably reach out to her and just, put that out there as a possibility and see what she says.
Yeah, man.
We'll see. Okay. I think I'm ready to move on to a different surface.
Yes.
Yeah. It's good.
Milestones, buddy. It's all about milestones.
Yep. All right, we'll do some, what is this? This is flat brown, model color flat brown for some leather bits. We'll do these, we'll give them some leather pants here. Let's see. Joel says, love that pill bottle. Thank you. My wife hooks me up with her pill bottles. She's got some health problems, so it works out.
Yeah.
It's terrible. She's had three children and medical complications, so there's been a fair amount of pill bottles in our house. C-sections and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting too graphic here in the stream tonight.
Oh, whatever, dude.
How many kids do you have, Jason?
I have 2, and my fiance has 3.
Nice.
So between us, there's 5 kids in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So it's busy, very, very busy.
Yep.
Anywhere from 9-year-old to 13. So they're all kind of scrunched together.
Yep. Yeah, that works out in a way. You'll be empty nesters, and
yep.
you know, around, yeah, they'll all be headed off. But yep, it's some busy years.
How about yourself?
So I've got 3, and they are ages 3 to 8.
Oh wow.
So, yep.
Right on.
Finally getting to the point where, like, you know, like they can brush their teeth on their own and little things, right?
Yep.
Sometimes they can all buckle themselves into car seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they playing D&D yet?
Yeah, my 2 boys are a little, you know, a little bit. We'll do some like Hero Kids usually, or some ICRPG. We've done a little of that.
Yeah.
Okay, Brandon asked how I stick the thing to this. It is blue tack poster putty. Just get a blob of that. Age of Sigmar models, shout out for those. Yeah, those are nice.
All right, I'm gonna run in because I keep rubbing off paint on my mini from handling it. So I'm gonna go grab my miniature, my mini holder. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see what else is going on here. Battlebong posts a picture of a family. Man, there's some emojis I've never seen before. Thinking of basing a character in my book on Nate. He's a cartographer. Cool. That's so cool. One day someone is going to 3D print a mini holder and sell it for $40. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, that'll happen. Yeah, the I don't know if you guys were all here when Jason said it, but he got his for only like $10, I think he said. So that is a pretty good deal for an official Citadel miniature holder. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do this strap, some this flat brown as well, and I will probably get some onto the green here, unfortunately, because that's what I do. Only a little bit, though. A very small amount.
And I'm back.
All right.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, when you're not used to doing it a certain way and then you're forced to do it, I'm sure it's a little rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, holders are like a necessity for me. Something, you know.
Yeah.
I got a few. In a pinch, I was using this like back in the day. A pill bottle is much nicer, or an empty paint bottle, or I've got like there goes a pill bottle. I've got a wine cork here. Those work. But I saw someone, I've been watching a lot of tutorials lately. I think it's probably because I was watching a couple of Jason's videos, so YouTube keeps suggesting more of them, more mini painting videos, and it's getting me addicted, and YouTube is evil, etc. And the guy was just painting it straight up, like just holding it, and I was like, huh, I don't see that very often.
Yeah.
But whatever works. He was a really good painter, so I think it was Miniac was the guy's name.
Huh.
And he seems like he's a really good painter. And he's got
Sure, go ahead.
He's just got like a really nice setup. Like he's both for mini painting and for video. So
I went years without using a holder.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the first time I've ever done it. Maybe like the last 2 or 3 months. Before that, it was all.
Yep.
But what a difference.
Yeah. This crossbow is like right in my way. So bad.
What do you think of the Vallejo brushes? Have you tried them?
I have not. I've only tried cheapo brushes and Army Painter and My main brushes are Rosemary and Company.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Have you had any experience with Vallejo brushes?
Yeah, so I just got them in the mail. I got a bunch
Mm-hmm.
the other day, and they're pretty great.
Really?
I've only ever used GW brushes, really.
Yep.
But these are kind of a step up.
Cool. That's great. Good to hear. I'll keep them in mind.
And that's not just because we have a partnership with them.
Yeah.
I would be honest about it.
Yep. I trust you.
Aw, thanks, buddy. How many of those mappings have you done?
I think I'm on like 16 now.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
That's one thing that nobody else has done. I feel like I've never seen it before.
Yeah, I've seen some there's definitely map making videos out there. Like I got my inspiration from Questing Beast to start doing them.
Cool.
Questing Beast is great. But in terms of like the live streams, I don't know of anyone who has been as prolific as me with those. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
they're great.
Well, thanks. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Got a pretty, not a huge fan base for those, like compared to like just a straight up like D&D video or something like that. But it's like a passionate fan base that's always asking for more and reminding me like, hey, you haven't done one of those in a while. And I'm like, you're right.
Yeah, totally.
It's time. And sometimes I try to give people a lot of notice, but life is busy, and sometimes it's just like, you know what? I got an afternoon free tomorrow. Let's do this. And I just don't give much notice.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm making slow progress here, but progress anyway. Got some things painted. Oh yeah, that's looking good. I love the yellowish, goldish color there too. That adds a nice accent.
Yeah, that was totally an accident.
It happens sometimes,
I'm just trying, like I said, I'm just trying to get through the line.
Yep.
Test them all, and so I thought, hey, why not?
Yep.
I'll throw in the wash in there to make it kind of look like a lighter kind of khaki leather.
Yeah, I did that the other day with one that I was like, my player wanted a gold cloak, goldish. I was like, I don't know what he means by that. Like, I'm assuming he does not mean metallic. Like, he would not be wearing a metal cloak. But
that would be badass.
But
that would be totally gangsta, yeah.
So I did kind of a mustard yellow and then added a brown wash, and it worked out. I was just looking for it, but I can't find it. Yeah. Let's see what people are saying in the chat.
I don't know if I'm going to add this creepy mustache.
I saw that. Yeah. I was surprised because I didn't notice it when I was looking at the mini, but then I saw the picture there and I was like, oh, I guess there is a mustache there.
Yeah. I think I'll do like a mustache and like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Black Magic Craft says, y'all need cork boards in your life. Tell me about these cork boards. I don't know what you're talking about. The Jordan Hitch says, nice poopy brown pants on that model there. Yes.
Poopy brown.
He also says he lives.
It's great when you're adventuring because you come face to face with the beholder, man. you don't have to worry. You just kind of let her go.
Fancy Blade wants a D&D club slogan. I don't know. You guys help him out in the chat. I don't. My D&D club, I should say the D&D club at my school that I fully support but pretty much never participate in, does not have a slogan. So, yeah.
That's a good question. My group's pretty good with slogans. If any of you guys are on the chat,
help a brother out.
Help a brother out. All right. We're getting there, buddy. We're getting there.
Yeah, yours is looking great, man.
Thanks, man.
Very nice.
Yours too, buddy.
Thanks. All right. There's the thing I'm noticing about both of these guys really is there's just a lot of like kind of wrappy straps and things like that. So it's kind of hard to tell, like, okay, where should I transition to what, you know?
Yep, totally.
A lot of folds of fabric and then like a strap and a band and.
No.
So, I need some lighter brown on here. I think I will do his quiver a lighter brown.
I am noticing that my my picture isn't quite as clear as yours on the stream.
It looks really good to me, but
yeah, okay.
I don't know.
I'm getting HD, but I don't know.
And part of that again could be that it's just because I'm capturing from Zoom, and Zoom is not. So the stream is picking up from Zoom, not from, you know, as good as you would be streaming directly yourself, probably.
That makes sense. Seems good enough.
Definitely. I mean, it looks really good to me.
Cool.
But yeah, you could probably do better on your own, like if you were just streaming yourself straight to YouTube. Yep. That is the sad reality. I'm sorry.
Like I said, we've had some horrible ISP issues in the last 4 months, banging our heads against the against our internet company, and finally they found a kinked wire in the wall that was causing all of our problems.
Wow!
And they literally fixed it, and I was like, "Yeah, right." They literally fixed it, and the next day, it's fine. So, for the first time tomorrow during our live stream, we're going to be, I think, super good to go, which is very exciting.
Yeah, that's cool. That is like crazy that's what it was, though, man.
Oh, it's nuts, dude. It's so crazy.
All right, oh yeah, I remember. Sometimes I lose my memory of what was I going to do next?
I don't like that. I started 3 colors on this canteen, and every time I put a color on it, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go
gray. Know how that goes.
I think I'm done. No, I'm not. Take it back.
Someone said, I've intentionally blurred your picture so mine looks better. That's it. That's it. I had Jason on the stream tonight so that I could show my HD superiority.
They're on to you, buddy.
Yeah, shoot.
So, do you run one game currently?
So, I run 2 games. Both home groups. But one of them is like brand new, and one of them like meets once every 3 months or whenever it works out, basically.
Yeah.
Like last time we were gonna meet, it's only 2 guys in that group, just me and 2 guys, and I like that. It's really cool actually. But last time one of the players couldn't make it, and so we just ended up playing a card game, me and one of the other guys.
Yeah.
And you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Played some Ironheart from Runehammer, which is an awesome game.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, and then I've got one like very new home group where we just had our second session. It'll be a monthly campaign. Second session we had Friday night. This past Friday.
Cool. You guys play 5e?
Yeah, 5e in both cases. Yep.
So good, dude.
Yep. I'm a fan. How about you? What are you running?
Yeah, we're running 5e, and we're running Storm Kings.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I just find I don't have enough time for homebrew. Like, it's much easier for me to kind of take a base and then work from there.
Yeah.
Then I know some people say it's quicker even the other way, but I just prefer to.
Yep, you find what works
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is yours homebrew?
Yes. Well, okay, so the two-man group is homebrew that I dipped into Sunless Citadel from Tales from the Yawning Portal. And they're still in the Sunless Citadel after 2 sessions, I think. Or maybe it was just one session we did. No, I think it's 2. I can't remember. Because that's the one that we play so rarely, and it's like, man, just it's not their fault. It's my fault too. Just busy schedule, you know. And but the other group is all homebrew. Just kind of doing my own thing. Created a new city that's like half ruined and ruined in a war 220 years ago. And there's kind of a small ragtag group of people, you know, a couple hundred maybe, who are trying to reclaim the ruins. And that's where they are. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Sunless Citadel. My first group that I started about 2 years ago. We started there. It was great, and actually we started in 3rd edition. And then in the middle of it, I was like, somebody was like, you should try 5th, and so I kind of converted them halfway and transported them to because obviously Sunless Citadel didn't start in the Forgotten Realms, right? Originally it was a 3rd edition thing, so I think it was 3rd edition, anyways. But yeah, I had to
it was 3rd edition.
And do this funky kind of. It was cool. It worked out.
Yep.
But that whole transition was fun.
Yeah, I've been there. When I was in Juice tabletop gaming with Juice, I was in his home group when I first started playing. He was like my 2nd or 3rd DM ever, and he transitioned us from Pathfinder to 5e. And yeah, it worked out, you know, just kind of yeah, it was cool for me to get a little experience with Pathfinder before moving to 5e.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting there, but I'm really struggling with like the hard to reach places. Like I've got this strap like under the quiver that I'm struggling with, and then I've got the area under the crossbow is beastly.
You definitely got the harder miniature.
Well, at least I don't have a face, okay? I loathe faces actually. But yeah, this guy, I think you're right.
I like to imagine that your guy has a creepy mustache under that cowl too.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Mustache City under there.
Like the mustache bandits.
Yep. All right. Boy, let me see if there's people saying stuff here. I'm sure there is. People giving some slogan ideas. Yes. Good. Jeremy is painting 6 gnolls at the moment. I've seen some of your painting, man. You can crank them out. I'm impressed. At high quality. Okay, so Jeremy says, lets you securely move the corkboard. Lets you securely move a bunch of minis at once. Great to move them outside to spray. Great to keep them secure on your desk between painting. They're just MDF trays that fit a bunch of corks. Huh. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like it. I just use cardboard, and then they fall off and get knocked over. And so, yeah, that's smart.
I don't know if I've ever told Jeremy this, but we started off doing terrain tutorials, and he's the reason, man. We started it.
Nice.
He's got his quality just was top notch, step up.
Yep.
Really great stuff. So, thanks, Jer.
Yeah, that's cool.
He was definitely our inspiration for sure.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying about like, helping other people. Like, we all push each other, and like Jeremy's one of those channels too, where like just his quality and consistency, like every Friday.
Yeah.
It's helpful for me to see stuff like that and like be inspired by it, and pushes me to do better with that sort of thing.
Totally. All right. Oh, buddy, I'm on to washes.
Oh man, I'm not even close. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do these boots a dark flesh tone, just kind of a reddish brown.
Good night. Roll for damage. See you tomorrow night on our live stream, buddy.
Oh shoot, this dark flesh tone is not coming out well. This is where I need a bead, something to help me shake it up better.
Oh, is it drying up?
No, it's
Or
just
not mixing.
it's not mixing. Like I'm getting kind of a dark blue out of it, and the color is very much a reddish brown.
Yeah, I was having the same problem with my heavy skin tone. That's another thing too, is I wasn't sure how the game color stuff has kind of the heavy, which I guess is the equivalent of the base paints for GW.
Yep.
And again, very impressed with the coverage. They cover almost in one pass, which
nice.
Obviously they're designed to. So.
Yep, that's awesome.
It's good.
All right. Got this.
I'm actually excited to get to dig back into my airbrush. I don't use it nearly enough. Huh? Yeah, I picked up a Grex 2 years ago, and I used it at first, but mostly for like just object source lighting and that sort of thing. But I need to start using it again. Yeah,
that'd be cool. I'd love to see some of that from you.
We're doing some. I mentioned to you earlier that we're doing some like advanced techniques in some of the content that we're doing for WizKids in the next little while, and I can't be specific about it just yet. But I'm definitely be doing some airbrush stuff there. So
nice.
Be a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah. Everyone, go make sure I mentioned at the very beginning, but if you're joining recently, make sure you're checking out Jason's YouTube channel, RealmSmith. The link is in the video description. And I look forward to seeing that stuff.
Thanks, man.
Like I said, mini painting videos they do something for me. It's they make me feel funny.
They make me feel funny. Totally using that. Oh man.
Jason's a beast when it comes to speed, says Joel.
What did he say?
He says you're a beast when it comes to speed. I think he's talking about your miniature painting speed.
That can have many connotations.
I hope he's talking about your mini painting.
Let's oh dear.
Let's see.
You can go all kinds of places with that. Jeez.
Mac, I probably missed saying goodbye to you, but goodbye. What's that, Jason?
Do you use any brush cleaners ever?
Nope. I don't. Do you?
I own them. But at the end of like a 2-hour paint session, you're like, I really need to clean my brushes. I'm trying to now with these new ones just to kind of keep them, fresh.
Yep, totally.
But it's pretty great, man. That stuff is awesome. I can't remember what it's called. It's in that little kind of cream colored case.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like it's basically soap. You basically just rub your brush in it, and it pulls the pigment off really well.
Oh, that's cool.
I would highly recommend it.
Okay. I'll have to look into it, I guess.
It'll, if you're buying kind of more expensive brushes or
you
want to protect that investment.
See, I have expensive brushes, but fairly expensive. But I think I just haven't painted the volume of miniatures where like I'm wearing them out. You know what I mean? Like I said, probably 30 something miniatures ever.
Yeah.
Maybe less. I don't know. I haven't counted actually. I should count my painted miniatures.
Yeah, man.
It could be like 20. Which is sad because I've been doing it for like 3 years, but that's like I said, my first my first like 5 miniatures, I probably spent 6 hours each on them.
Right.
I really like during my holiday break in December, I love like trying to fit in some miniature painting on some of my days off as a teacher. It's just really like a nice winter activity when you're snowed in and
Yeah, man.
That
What do you
and
teach?
doing puzzles.
Puzzles, eh?
Yeah.
Right
Puzzles
on,
and
dude.
painting miniatures. Some like kind of mindless, like, well, not mindless, but
Yeah.
anyway, some kind of chill focus work.
Therapeutic. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
What do you teach again, bud?
So I teach social studies. So that means
Nice.
like history, government. Yep. And then I do technology work at the school I'm at, where I
Cool.
like lead professional development or help other teachers like implement new technology stuff in their classroom, like, help them find a tool for something they want to do. They want to have their
Yeah.
students do a digital poster or, a video project or something like that. I can kind of help them.
Is that what you've always done?
Well, I used to teach full time, and I started teaching Spanish actually.
Oh, right on.
Yep. So
Oh,
that was my first job, first couple years, but I was a history and Spanish double major, so now I'm doing all history, my current job.
cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And what do you
Man,
do
these
for
washes, dude. I
for a
tell
day
you,
job?
washes and Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, what do you do for a day job?
I actually work at World Vision. It's a charity. I'm sure you're familiar with it.
Yes.
That's kind of my day job, and it's a bit of a break from what I've always done. I was in video games for like 15 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Designing video games, and then ran my own kind of web business for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then just decided to get back into the workforce.
Yeah.
The last couple of years, it's running your own business can be peaks and valleys and all of that fun stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, it's not as obviously not as fun as video games, but it's definitely rewarding. It's great work. They do
Yeah,
really
cool.
awesome stuff. So
Yep, I'm very familiar. Yep. Definitely had students. I try to, in my global issues class, have students, like we try to do presentations on a poverty-related aid organization, or, when we study poverty, like have them do a presentation or something. And
yeah,
whether it's like a big, like the One Campaign or World Vision or, UNICEF, Clean Water for Haiti, like all these, and try to get students knowledgeable about some of that sort of thing. So,
yeah, man. Yeah, eventually we definitely want to on our streams. We definitely want to start raising awareness for some of those causes and
yep.
Allowing the opportunity for people to engage, for sure.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the definite kind of musts of well, not musts, but anyway, I think it's definitely a good thing to do as a content creator who gathers a following on the internet is once in a while, or maybe frequently. Bring awareness to certain causes and not
man.
just always raise money for myself, which
Yep.
I have not been very good at this point, but it's definitely something.
Yeah.
When I thought about doing my my Cell Sword Summer Mapping Contest again,
Yeah.
which I failed to do this past summer, and I don't know if I'm going to get around to it this summer either. But anyway, I was definitely thinking, like, how can I make this a charity event? And so yeah, it's something that's on my radar. I should get better at.
Yeah, as creators with an audience, we absolutely have the opportunity to give back, right? And,
Yep.
and raise awareness. So
Yep. Well, yeah, definitely keep me in the loop if you guys do something like that, because I would love to join in.
Totally.
Any charity type of stuff.
totally.
Let's see what people are
I wanna-
saying here. Or are you talking about Masters Brush Cleaner, Jeremy?
That's what I'm talking about.
Jason,
And I wanted to shout out. I want to shout out Brad Smith from Devious Dungeons. He does some great work too.
Yeah. Cool. What paints do we use? I think you're using Citadel tonight, or are you using Vallejo?
Vallejo. All
Vallejo,
Vallejo.
that's right. You're using Vallejo. And I'm using mostly Vallejo. I think I've used all Vallejo tonight. I do have a few Citadel here, but I'm using all Vallejo. And I also have a couple Formula P3. What is this? Privateer Press. I've got a little variety. I've got a couple craft paint too, but I use mostly Citadel. I mean, Vallejo. Blah, blah, blah.
Valhalla.
Blah, 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 blah. Shaking it off the tongue so I can talk.
I like it.
All right, I am Whew. Yeah. I do find that, like, you know, we were talking about bones and the lack of detail compared to these in general. I do find them easier to paint sometimes. I mean, it can be harder when you're like trying to find out what is this thing. I can't even tell, right?
Yeah.
But
on the bone stuff,
yeah. But on these, it's like I can tell, but I cannot do that. For me, at least, I'm like I cannot get around this dang crossbow, or I cannot paint that tiny strap. It is too tiny. I will paint it the same color as the things around it.
It's like a curse and a blessing at the same time. It's like
it is. For years, I've been saying, oh, it'd be nice if they had a little more detail, and now I have more detail, and ooh, I take it back. No, it's good.
So funny. Well, that wash didn't come out all that strong. It's my first time using this umber wash.
Oh, cool.
I'm not sure how well. It's not as good as the sepia, actually, I don't think.
No.
Personally, no. It's kind of watery. The black wash is great, though. Very Nuln oil-ish.
Nice, yep. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it sure is. It's gold.
Yeah, I've only got Citadel washes, and then I've got that one Vallejo, but yeah, definitely I should get more Vallejo. Should try out some more of them. I bought a new red wash just 3 days ago, and they only come in the huge things now for Citadel, and they're like $750. So that was the reason I was thinking about, oh, maybe I should just get Vallejo. This is expensive.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yep. So, Jason, are you a player in any groups too, or are you just a DM?
No, dude, it's like being a maid of honor, like always a bridesmaid, never a bride, sort of scenario. I'm trying to cultivate some DMs in our group. I know Dave is interested in Brandon DMs. Yep. So I'm hoping that they'll step up at some point in the future so I can do some playing. Yeah. But to be honest with you, like, I don't, as much as I loved playing, I don't miss it as much as I thought I would. Like, I feel like, you know, as DMs, we play every night, and we get to play like multiple characters and creatures, and so it's not as sad as, you know.
Yeah,
it
totally.
might sound.
Oh no, I feel the same way, and I think there's definitely a point of burnout. Yeah. But until then, like, DM on. Yeah. Keep on running those games.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, DM burnout is a real thing, dude.
I have not experienced it because I do it like, you know, like I said, my groups have been kind of like, oh boy, I don't know if I can do it this month or whatever, and we take it pretty slow, but yeah.
My washes are done, buddy.
Yeah, and I'm not done with my base coat. I am not going to finish this miniature tonight, guaranteed. Yeah. Partially because I suck at multitasking too, I think.
Yeah, you definitely have to be a little ADHD to do a stream.
Yep. All right. So I think I'm going to make my crossbow this Hammerfell khaki. It's going to be like a light wood.
Nice.
Just because I don't really have any light wood colors on here.
All right, I'm going to let that dry for a sec.
So do you have enough colors, Jason, where you don't mix really? You're just like using straight up?
Dude, I haven't mixed since like I was painting Lord of the Rings miniatures like 15 years ago.
Yeah, see,
I'm too lazy. Like, and the game lines, especially the Citadel line, just because they have so many like how to paint this color and how to get this effect and so many layers and stuff that, dude, I'd never mix.
Yep, I hear you.
Actually, only time I ever mix is when I'm painting with craft paints for terrain.
Yeah. See, I do a lot of mixing, and that was one of the reasons I bought a big pack recently, because I was just like, I'm getting sick of all the mixing, and I feel like sometimes I'm making colors that I'm like, oh, that just doesn't look right, and like this one right here, it's like a flesh tone. What did I do? I mixed a little bit of the wrong paint in, and now it's off. Oh well.
Yeah, craft paint is only for terrain, Patrick. I don't use it on my minis, that's for sure. I'm just going back through the chat here while my wash is dry.
Yeah, I still once in a while use some craft paint on minis, and you can get some really good results if you're a good painter with them. But it depends on the color. I've found that some colors I'm like, this really is just fine. Other ones I'm like, man, this is bad. Watery, doesn't mix, whatever.
All right. Come on, wash is dry.
Okay, so I'm realizing this front part of this crossbow is all metal. So
yeah.
I don't have to do more of my wood color there.
Nice.
Arrows, I'm going to do yellow feathers with, and then I'll put a brown wash over them. First time using yellow ochre. Model color yellow ochre.
Nice.
Brand new. Here we go.
Do it. All right. This green is going to be way too bright. This may be the first time I've mixed in 20 years because I'm too lazy to go get another green.
I inspired you, didn't I?
You did.
Like he's talking about mixing. I miss it.
This might be okay. I'll just water it down and layer it. All right, so I'm going to use some dead flesh, which is a really pale green. I'm just going to really water it down and then put it kind of in layers and build up these highlights on this material here. Oh, that's bright. We'll see.
I am familiar with the dead flesh. Oh, yes. I think Dr. Faust uses that one pretty often.
Does he?
I think so. I don't own it. I've got Ungor flesh, which I love the Citadel flesh names. Ungor flesh, Bestigor flesh. Just sound gross. Great. Sorry, I cut you off there. What were you saying?
No. This is all right.
Oop. Wylock, thanks for joining in for a while.
Yeah.
Everyone go check out Wylock on YouTube for your terrain crafting needs. He's great. Okay. Got my yellow arrows. Get a brown wash in there. We'll pull out the individual feather hairs. No, not really. It's got some pretty extreme detail, but not that extreme. All right, you know what? I'm going to do some red straps on this guy. Nope. I'm going to do yellow. Sorry. Talking over you here.
No, all good. These highlights are way bright.
The green?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so I'm going to...
Do you have a green shade you can put over them afterwards, or a glaze?
Yep. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Nice. Yeah, so I got those yellow arrows. So I was thinking, I was thinking of doing red straps here just for a little brightness, but I might as well continue with a little bit of yellow, I think.
Yep.
These are supposed to be leather straps, but oh well. There's some yellow cloth
it's your world,
now.
buddy. It's your world.
Yep, that's right. Thank you, Bob.
Happy little arrows. Yeah.
You're sounding a little quiet to me, Jason. I'm not sure if you moved further away from your mic or if it's my headphone that's slipping out of my ear.
Is this better?
Okay, yeah, you're good. You're fine.
Okay.
I think my headphone was just slipping out of my ear.
Okay. I may have been nodding off.
There's that too. Yeah. I was gonna say I see a little drool dripping on your picture there.
This is the first time I'm using this green wash too, and it's very green. So I may have to go back over with like a black wash after.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, sometimes I'll mix my washes too, you know, like.
Totally.
I'm like, yeah, I just need a little greenish brown, so mix some brown with my green, or do my sepia with brown, so it's a little bit of a browner sepia, or flesh rather. Flesh wash with a little brown to it.
Here's my hack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a wash from my Cayman Green, the original base coat, and then just do that instead. Just to kind of bring it all down, and then I'll have to black wash it after.
Nice.
Well, we'll see.
My yellow straps are a little too bright. Shoot. Yeah. It just looks a little weird to have like really bright straps. It draws your attention to his thighs. And to be honest, his thighs aren't that great.
No. He has to stay off the ale, or?
What's that? Yeah, lay off the ale.
Stay off the ale. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I hear you.
All right. So I'm gonna mix a little darker brown in with it here. We'll give it another go.
Yeah, so I'm not washing over the entire area. I'm just washing over the highlights with that kind of color. So it's still, the color's still there. But
yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, that was a big boo-boo. I shouldn't have been lazy. I should have gone in, got it. I should have gone in and grabbed a different green. You'll live and you'll learn.
That's right. Later, Brandon Perkins.
See you, buddy.
Thanks
See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow on RealmSmith. So that's the Storm King Thunder one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's our live gameplay session. Yeah.
And so you guys stream to YouTube and Facebook, or is there other?
Yeah, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
Wow, working it. Well done.
Trying. It's hard to grow 3 different channels, but
yeah,
as you know. But some of them get more love than the others, but we're trying.
Yep.
Baby steps.
Well, yeah, mark your calendars, folks. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, is it?
Yep.
Nice.
With a decent internet signal, no less.
Yay.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Better than ever before.
Monday.
Man, you are good at that. Woo. I got chills.
4 men. 1 adventure.
I will be reaching out when I need some movie man voice. Okay, I'm writing this down.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
D&D is just my opportunity to do my crazy accents that I do. That's why I love Matt Mercer.
Oh man, totally.
That man is a god.
Yep. Randy Cox says a very small channel that you should check out, Dungeon Craft. He speed painted 3 goblins last week. Huh, cool.
Nice. All right.
Dungeon Craft.
Check it out.
I think I remember that guy. I think he's, he's got gray hair. I was gonna say he's older gentleman, but not necessarily. He's just got gray hair. If I'm thinking of the right channel, and I'm always surprised, and I like his videos a lot, and I'm always surprised by how few views he gets, and I don't know why it is. Maybe he's not good at search engine optimization or something, or anyway. But he's got good stuff.
Well, there's a love.
All right, I got to do some metal here.
Yeah, man.
What to do? We'll do some game color chainmail silver. Try this out. I like my natural steel, but this is another one, model color natural steel, that it like never comes out right, and I really just need to get a bead in there to shake it around better because it comes out really black.
Right. I am going to go back in here with some black wash for that green. I'm lamenting it a little bit.
Shoot.
It's okay. He's a bandit. You know, he just jumps in, characters beat him up.
Yep.
Just gets a little bit of screen time.
That's right.
Our players are currently in Undermountain.
Nice.
Under the Yawning Portal.
Yeah.
They ventured down there because our Brandon Perkins, who plays our resident half-orc drow, he has a Marty McFly complex.
Gotcha.
And somebody said, you know, you're clearly not man enough to go down there. And well,
yep, that's funny. Getting the inside of this little crossbow thing here. Beep, beep, beep.
Anybody else painting anything? And where are you guys all from?
Yeah, let's do that thing. I usually do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I saw a hello from Saginaw recently. From somebody.
Saginaw.
Element B2.
Saginaw. Where's Saginaw?
Patrick Benjamin says, "In a world." I can't do it.
In a world. I just stand in front of the mirror and do stupid voices. That's just.
So I am not. Yeah, I am not a Michigan native, but I'm pretty sure that Saginaw is in Michigan. I'm like 95% sure.
It's good. It's close to us.
Yep. I don't know how far away that is from me, but I'm sure it's not more than a couple hours.
Where are you, bud?
I'm in West Michigan, Grand Rapids area.
Dude, you're like right over the border.
I know.
What the?
Yep.
Let's go get a beer after this.
Sounds good. Meet up in Detroit or something? I don't know.
Yeah, man. Done. Honestly, Detroit's like, how far, guys? Help me out, Canadians. Joel, Dave. I'm horrible with that sort of thing. I'm going to say it's 3 hours.
Okay. For me, it's, 2.5. So, there we go.
Saginaw is 250 miles from where Jason is. So where's Grand Rapids? Dave?
So it's southwest Michigan.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it's pretty much in the middle of the southern part of Michigan, which is the more populated part of Michigan. It's pretty much directly across from, pretty on level with Detroit, just on the west side of the state instead of the east.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit is, Dave says Detroit's 3 hours away.
Yep. Yeah, 2.5.
Dude, that's like a hop, skip, and a jump, man. We should do a live painting stream.
There we go.
Or even better, actually. All right, oh wait. He said Detroit's but you're 2.5 from Detroit.
Yeah.
So does that put you 6 from us or 5.5 from us?
Yeah, 5.5 from you probably.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean.
But if you ever are in the need for a road trip, swing on by.
Yeah, vice versa too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be great to have you at our table one day, man.
That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
Check out the game cave and play an NPC
Yep.
or two.
Make a long weekend of it or something.
Yeah, man. I will say this guy's name is Pablo.
Okay. Hello, Pablo.
He
He's
looks like
looking
Pablo.
amazing.
Thanks, dude. I'm just doing some skin here.
Nice. I'm still doing the same thing I was doing an hour ago.
Painting? Yeah, so am I. It's all good, buddy.
We are not judged by our speed.
No.
But by our hearts, or I don't know. I don't know.
By your
I
passion.
was going to say, but there you go. By our, that's a good way to say it, yes. The love of the game.
I am going to add in some 5 o'clock shadow. I'm going to try the black wash for that.
Ooh, man, you're getting ambitious. I dig it. I've never done that before.
Yeah, dude. It's okay. Duncan Rhodes from GW taught me everything I know.
Yeah?
His videos. You ever watch that stuff?
No.
It's great, man. So if you're, so if you go to the Games Workshop YouTube channel,
Yep.
Duncan Rhodes does most of their like painting tutorials.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's every day. Anyways, it's often. He's got like a how to paint this sort of mini or how to paint this color. Really
Yep.
great stuff.
That's cool.
Simple techniques. Tons and tons of content. It's good.
Very good. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm always up for seeing more people painting minis.
And he's got a great English accent, so like you can't really go wrong.
That's a bonus.
Right?
Transport me to an exotic land for a little while.
Right.
The land of Eng.
Teach me how to paint and read me a story. That's all I want.
Right. Yep. I brought my copy of The Hobbit. Will you sign this for me? English person.
Yes, English person.
Sorry.
All you Brits out there. It's okay. I'll sign your maple syrup bottles too. There we go. Look at that. Fiberglass shadow. I don't know if you can see that, but
let me see. Oh yeah, it's a real thing.
he's
That's
mean
cool.
looking. He's Pablo. Pablo doesn't know how to shave.
Yep.
He's too dangerous to shave.
That's right. He's too dangerous.
Oh man, am I gonna do an eye? Woo-wee. Oh, I didn't bring white. Here we go. Eye time.
Yep. He only has
Everybody's
one.
And everybody asks me, yeah, exactly. How do you do eyes? That's like the #1 question I get.
Yep. Well, I would love to see your take, like a eye specific video, if you haven't done one.
I
I have
haven't.
watched you
I
paint
do eyes. Sorry,
and
go ahead.
I've watched you paint eyes, and you're good at it. But you know, I found it never hurts, even though you show something in a video time and time again, to do a separate video on that too. So then people ask you, and just say here.
Yeah, not a bad call. I went a bit big on that one, but that's okay. So basically what I do is I paint the black in the eye first, then I paint white in the eye, and then I dot the eyeball. And if it's too, again, obviously, usually it's kind of a back and forth thing, and tighten it up. And then I just take the kind of the base color, skin color, and because you get anime eyes, you tend to, right?
Yep.
Where all my minis look, surprised. And so you come back and you just tighten it up with a base coat skin color.
Yep.
And it works all right.
That is the way I've done it, and I saw a video once that showed that way. But I have since abandoned it because I just couldn't pull it off well. I think I just don't have the hand for it, or maybe it's just matter of practice. I don't know, but I usually just do nowadays just a little black or dark brown in the socket and call it a day.
I think you're just a rebel. So I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yep, I have abandoned the way.
I might be almost done.
Cool. And I think it's probably been almost an hour and a half, which is kind of what I said we would do here.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, I'm in no hurry, but
Yeah, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, maybe we'll hang out for a little while longer if you're up for it.
yeah, I'm good.
Another 10
whatever.
minutes or so.
Yeah, however long you want, buddy.
Cool.
Kids are in bed. This is my playtime.
Yeah, I hear you there, man. That's the reason I've become a night owl. I was never a night owl until I had kids.
Yeah.
Now it's like, nope, I need this nighttime.
Yeah, it's me time.
Mm-hmm. Precisely.
There we go. That worked out.
Oh, I painted over my brown on the crossbow and it wasn't quite dry yet. Shoot. Silvery brown junk.
It's really weird. It feels like my camera just won't even focus. It's really strange.
It's looking like super good to me right now.
So weird. All right.
So, I don't know what you're talking about. It looks amazing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way clear. Actually, you know what? It's way clearer on the stream I'm watching right now.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Well, good deal. Jordan says, I'm English, Nate. English even. I'll send you my copy of The Hobbit. And Redwall too. And what else do I got?
You know what? I'm finding that like I don't even think I'm gonna highlight these sleeves. They came up pretty great just with a wash.
Yeah. And you know what? I think as long as you're highlighting the main surfaces you want to draw people's eyes to, like the shoulder, the cloak, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes
totally.
you don't need to, but yeah.
Yeah,
That's kind of how I started. One of the reasons it took me so long to paint is I would highlight every little bit. And it's like, no,
Yep.
you just got to highlight the main things.
Yep. Faces are a big one, right?
Yep, definitely.
And okay, I'm gonna go in there and do the studs on the stud leather.
Studley. All right, so I pretty much covered up his face earlier. I need to fix that. And have you done your base yet? I didn't look.
I put a wash on it, so I just used a. I cheated a little bit. The other day, I base coated the base and the pants.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's probably what it is.
Yep. that is the reason you're ahead of me. That is the only reason.
I used charred brown for the base, and then I just used the black wash.
Nice.
On it, and then I'm just gonna go over and dry brush it with some sort of sandy color.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks, Patrick and Critical Masterpiece. Appreciate it. They're just saying that it's looking good.
Let's see.
So you've done. Who else have you had on here? I know you had MTD. Is it MTD? Did I get that wrong?
Mini Terrain Domain. Yeah, MTD. You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Josh?
I had Jake. So we did like a mini painting adventure, we called it. And that was kind of like the start of these streams where we both painted the same mini, just like we are, but we kind of like, that was our intent from the beginning, and we were going to like get together and like compare them like and stuff like that, and like in person, because he lives very near me, like 40 minutes away. And we actually met up at the game shop and like streamed like us buying our miniature together and stuff like that.
Nice.
It was funny.
That's fun.
So yeah, we did that about a year ago, I would say. And then I did one with James from Tabletop Terrors in March. No, I mean, sorry, August. What am I saying? March.
Is that Tim's brother?
Yep, that's Tim's brother. Uh-huh. Yeah. Tim is the more like vocal one. So yeah, you've heard of him. He's the one who does like the daily streams, and he's more involved in like the Facebook groups. But James is his partner and brother, and does some pretty great stuff. And like for AbTab, he does like all the website stuff for Absolute Tabletop, and he super helps me out with like anytime I need some website help. I'm like, James, HTML. I can't help.
Awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, cool guys.
Cool.
And other than that, I don't think I've done any with other people. I'll occasionally pop in a live stream myself and do some. You know, I do some on Facebook too.
Yeah.
I was telling you earlier, like that's kind of my more casual, like impromptu spot in general is on Facebook Live.
Yep.
So if people out there in the chat want to make sure you're following WASD20 on Facebook.
Yeah. Again, we were talking about it earlier, and I'm finding that Facebook, we're getting a lot of pickup and engagement on there. So
Yeah,
it's been great for us.
that's great. Yep.
We do all our primarily. I mean, we do it on YouTube too, but we do a lot of our live painting tutorials on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, what's your ratio in terms of like how many live things do you do compared to like your pre-recorded, more edited mini painting?
Okay, so on a fairly regular basis. So this is the intention, is that we do one pre-recorded a week, we do a live every week, and then we swap or alternate between a live gameplay and a pre-recorded tutorial.
Yep.
So every other Monday we do a game session. On the off Mondays, we'll do like we'll do actually a live kind of tutorial thing. We're still trying to work out exactly when and what times work best for people and all that kind of stuff, but that's kind of the intention.
Yeah, that's cool. Very nice. I'm doing my base now here, and I'm realizing I'm still using my little highlight brush here, so it's slow.
I'm about to do the pupil.
Ooh, boy. I'll stop talking now.
Silence, exactly.
Everyone hold your breath for Jason.
Jeez, it's hard. On camera.
Yep. Don't feel like you have to hold it up to the camera. Just do your thing.
No, it wouldn't be a live stream without it.
Without me screwing up my eyeball.
Too much. Pull back. Woo! That was close. Okay, luckily it was a little watery. Let's try that again. I gotta stretch. Hang on.
Yep. Stretch that hand. Crack the neck. Ugh.
Good night, Vanessa. Again, check out Vanessa from the Crafting Muse.
Later, Vanessa. Joel has been to Grand Rapids for hockey tournaments. Cool.
What? Yeah, again, I was going to say 90 minutes, Joel. 3 hours. 3 hours, Joel, to Grand Rapids? Dude, if it's 3 hours, we're doing a road trip.
That can't be. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to. So, what town are you in? Whereabouts?
We're near Toronto.
Okay, yeah.
There are people worked out, folks.
Hans Rogers shouting out the Patreon. Yeah, I should thank my patrons. Hans is one of them. I also have seen Alec Visser in the house, Patrick Benjamin, I think, and I think there was probably a couple other patrons in the house. Thank you guys so much for your support. We actually reached the, I think I said at the $150 mark, I would be putting out, doing 2 streams per month now. Once we reached that level, and we reached it thanks to Hans. So
nice.
Probably Congrats. 1 mini painting and 1 mapping is what I'm thinking. See how it goes.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, thanks. It's a small but loyal band of warriors.
We'll be launching a Patreon type subscription service soon.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say Patreon-like subscription service, you're not using Patreon, you're using something else?
We're creating kind of our own on our website.
Nice.
We've got some talented coders and such.
Yep.
Our guys are all web guys, so.
Yeah, good.
I don't know how that'll go, but hopefully well.
Yeah, cool, man.
All right.
And how long have you been doing the YouTube thing, Jason?
A year.
Okay.
So just under a year.
Yep.
And it's pretty awesome. Just the love of the community and the support and how far we've come in such a short time.
Yeah.
Yep,
you're doing great.
This and the community in general. I say this like every stream, but they're super supportive. Like I've never met kind of a group or community that just is out to kind of help each other, and
yep,
it's been really great.
Yep, I hear you there, man. It's great. It's
all right.
Met
I
some
am
of my
going
best
to dry
friends.
brush my. Sorry, go ahead.
I said I met some of my best friends over the last couple of years doing YouTube. You know, so.
Yeah, man.
What were you saying? About done?
I am about to dry brush my base, and then I'm done, buddy.
Nice. Well, we're gonna call it a night when you're done there, and that'll be perfect for me finishing up my base coat, just like I said. Did I not predict this?
Yes. Great. That's great. Some good old dry brushing. All right.
Randy Cox in the house, patron. I don't have my patron credits ready here.
Vallejo also sent me a bunch of like effects. So like splash mud and
oh yeah,
mulched grass and all this kind of stuff. So I definitely want to jump into that some of that stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, that's it.
Cool.
So I'll give it a bit of a turn here.
My headphone is stuck. Ow.
Oh no.
It's
Hopefully
stuck
not
in
in your ear.
My mic suspension thing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's looking so good, dude. Okay, so what are those stripes on his leg? I was looking at those too. Is that just like the texture of the fold of his pants, or?
I have no idea. No, it's actually like it looks like a seam.
Okay.
So I just didn't. I was gonna paint it a different color, but I decided just to leave them.
Yep. Very cool.
It's definitely not a strap, or I would have painted it. But
yes.
It looks like it's just kind of like it's just a texture.
Oh man, that's cool. Mark Wright asks, "Am I going to do the map for the new ATAB book?" No, I don't think I am. You know, I was originally working with Tim on the Dragon Grin map, if that's what you're talking about. But we decided it wasn't going to work out. My style is just not what he was looking for. So, okay, I need to figure out how to end the stream, and I need to figure out how to focus my camera so I can get a better look at my my very halfway done miniature. I would say base coat is like not even done actually, because I'm just like looking at like.
Dude, he's looking great though.
Yeah, he's going all right. He's a good looking chap. Okay, let me figure out my focus here. Where is it? There it is. I found it, everybody. Okay, cool. So yeah, here's my crossbow bandit.
I like it.
Coming along. Yeah, I kind of like the way the orange turned out. It's a bit bright for a bandit, but I'm okay with that. He's a flamboyant bandit.
Hey, like I said, if Storm Shadow can rock it.
Yep. There you go. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for joining us. I'm gonna do what Jason did. There we go. Big close up of my microphone and fuzzy Nate. Yeah, thank you guys for joining in for a while, hanging out with us, spending the evening, and I want to thank Jason once again. Again, the link to his channel is in the video description, so go check it out. Make sure you're subscribed, And turn on them notifications for both of us, those little bell icons, so you can be informed when we go live and all that good stuff. Jason, any parting words from you, my brother?
Again, man, thank you so much. It's been really, really fun. I hope to do this again sometime soon. It's been a blast.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll pick like a monster, like a big creature to do.
Yeah,
do like
that would be fun.
10-hour marathon.
Yes. I'm realizing I have more endurance than I used to with streaming. Like I've a lot of times like had these like moments where I'm like, I feel like I could go 3 hours on this mapping, you know. So sure.
Yeah. And we have we usually do a 2-hour challenge, and so even the troll we painted in 2 hours. So I have faith in you, buddy. We should do that. We should do like a challenge.
Yeah.
We'll go paint and see if we can make it work.
We should. See, I feel like something like this, I don't know if I could I just don't know if I could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I had like, oh, okay, so here's like this werewolf I did a while back, like something like this, you know, that'd be easier, you know?
Yeah. Totally.
So anyway, absolutely. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Just want to thank you again for having me on. As you said, check us out on YouTube. We're also on Facebook and Instagram at /RealmSmithTV. So definitely check us out there. Lots of fun content on a daily basis. So it's been a blast, man.
Cool.
And check us out tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're playing through Storm King's Thunder with my wacky buddies in this game room we have here. So very excited.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one. You'll see me again soon.
Take care.